journal page. So, we have to decide which journal. You know what? Let's make it this one. So where's our deck? Here's our deck. New page. And let's just prep before we do anything else. Now let's see what our cards are. Tell you what, let's pull 3 cards this time. Oh. Actually, we're on this side. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm fixing to put that on the wrong side. So let's cover up the rest of the book. Now then, we're going to draw 3, but I'm just going to pull them out of the middle. So, let's see if that's 3. That is 2. Alright, so let's do one. You know, yeah. Let's just do 2. Let's just do 2. That's what we drew, that's what we'll do. Alright, so they are masking and hashtag. So, if we're going to do masking, we need tape. Do I have a cutting mat? Because I don't want it this big. I don't know that I have a, do I have a, I think I have a cutting mat back here. I do have a cutting mat back here. Alright. Yeah, it's the old sad one, but it's a cutting mat. So, let's just take some tape here. And let's make some masks. Alright, so just gonna take my cutter. Oops, need to make sure it stays. And I can't really see all the lines. I can see a little bit of it. So I'm not exactly 100% sure what I'm cutting. I'm just trying not to cross another line if at all possible. Okay. So that should be masking. So let's put that down first and see where we go from there. We're just gonna pick one up and put it down. Let's do it this way. Okay, there's that one. I probably cut way too many. So we're just going to close this up and we'll leave the rest. We might need them for another day. And you know what I did? I put up all our paints. I just got there cleaning up and I put up all the paints. Like all the paints. So, do you have anything left on the desk? Gelatos. Right, well, we have gelatos left on the desk. I'll activate them with matte medium. It'll be fun. I hope there's a third color. Oh, there's also watercolors. Hope there is a third color. Okay, so gelatos, matte medium. One of these days I'm going to open this and it's going to be too stuck to open. Oh, I can't use that one. That ink will reactivate. Oh, this will reactivate. Y'all, I don't have a clean one. Okay, hang on. Let me get a rag. I guess I need to come up with something to talk to y'all about while I do this, so that you won't have to just listen to silence. I don't know what it would be, though. Can't talk about the day job. You wouldn't want me to, anyway. Oh, I saw a movie. I'll tell you that. So I watched, it's a fairly older movie at this point. I don't know, a year or two old, maybe 3, I'm not sure. 3,000 Years of Longing. Y'all, if you haven't seen it, you totally need to watch it. That was the best movie. Oh, so beautiful. If you don't know anything about it, because I didn't, I mean, I knew it was like an Academy Award nominee, maybe a winner. But here's my opinion on the Academy Awards. And you can also tell me where you come down on the Academy Awards. I feel like a lot of times, nowadays anyway, maybe not with the older movies, they don't necessarily pick the most enjoyable movies to watch for those nominations. I feel like a lot of times that they try to find something they feel is lofty enough, you know, something a little highbrow, so that it's worthy, you know, of being a Academy Award picture. I'm going to move this so it's a little handier. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's something you actually want to watch, you know? I mean, it might be highbrow and it might be fabulous, but do you really want to watch it, you know? So a lot of times I skip over the movies that are the Academy Award nominees. I do. I just don't watch them. So this one was an Academy Award. I don't remember if it won, like I said. I don't remember if it won or if it was just a nominee. But I do know it was at least a nominee. And so I had seen lots of stuff about it, but I had skipped over it because, well, I already told you. I just generally think they're not necessarily the most enjoyable movies to watch. So anyway, it came on one of the channels I subscribed to for free. You could rent it, but it came on one of mine. Paramount Plus, maybe? I think it was Paramount Plus. And so I thought, you know, I can watch it for free. If it's no good, I'll just, you know, swap to something else. So that was my thought process when I decided to watch it. And I'll tell you, y'all, it was so good. Now, it's not like any movie I've seen in a long time. It was mainly like storytelling. But I mean, the stories were acted, not just told. But it was so good. There's this gin, and that's like the real, quote unquote, name for a genie. And he was trying to convince this extremely educated woman who told stories for a living. That's what she did. And or taught the history of stories, to make some wishes to set him free. And of course, she's telling him, all the reasons she won't, because in stories, they're always cautionary tales. So they're kind of trading stories for a little bit. It's just so beautiful. It is. So if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend it. And I don't often recommend movies, but that was so good. Alright, as long as we're talking about movies, though, I'll tell you, I watched another one. Okay, so that's our masking. Let's do this. Oh, I love their masking they did with the circles. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, and watercolors. We should have done watercolors. This works, though. Okay, hashtag, and they actually do mean a hashtag. It says, remember when it was just a number sign? Yeah. I do always have to think, hashtag, do they mean a hash mark? Or do they actually mean a number sign? Yeah, I'm that old. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put these over here. And let's just grab a pen and make them. So, okay, so as long as we're talking movies, I was going to tell you, I saw another one. I watched, I'm going to put these in the white space. I watched the new J-Lo movie on Netflix, I think. The Mother. Okay, if you just want a action movie, it wasn't bad. Lots of action, lots of fighting, lots of shooting folks. The premise of the storyline, not horrible. I will say it felt a little overly dramatic in places. So, where I would give the 3,000 Years of Longing, like, 10 out of 10. I would probably give The Mother with J-Lo, 7 out of 10. It's not a bad movie. It probably would have been and this is crazy, but it's true. It probably would have been a better movie if I hadn't just I watched it immediately after the 3,000 Years of Longing. And when you watch just a absolutely wonderful, beautiful, it was a beautiful movie. And then you watch one that's like, there was lots of shooting and fighting and action scenes. And that's about the best you can say for it. Yeah, it's not going to come off well, is it? So yeah, it probably would have been better if I hadn't just watched the other one. So I'm trying to think, what else have I watched lately? I have not watched a lot of movies. I've been watching a lot of YouTube. I watched some art movies. Of course, I'm also doing that art, the 6-week course for Laura Horn, the Modern Mixed Media course. I'm trying to actually spread it out, though, so that it takes me longer than 6 weeks. For a couple of reasons. One, I have a lot of stuff to do. I have the day job. I wanted to keep up with my own art journaling. I have a side hustle going on, and so I didn't want to add another time-sensitive thing. So I thought, well, I'll do them, a little more leisurely. So I do that, and I watch those lessons. And then I watch a lot of just regular YouTube content. Like, this one's kind of stupid, and I probably shouldn't tell you I'll do this. But, like, I'm not on Reddit, whatever Reddit is. I'm not sure if that's a membership or a page. I don't know what it's on. Is it on itself? I don't exactly know what Reddit is. But there are all these people that do YouTube videos. Like, the two I watch are Dark Fluff and Red Wheel. And all they do is they read Reddit posts. Why I watch these pretty much every day. I don't know. When I would never find Reddit, first of all, and second, read through all these posts and comments. But having somebody else do it, that I can just turn it on while I'm, cooking dinner or cleaning the house or cleaning the kitchen after dinner or playing with the kittens or whatever. Because there's no visual. It's just stories. So I don't know. I just turn it on and let it play. It's crazy. So anyway, I watch a lot of those, and that's kind of cute. So now we need a label. So yeah, I watch a lot of those, which is a little silly, but so I don't watch a lot of just like regular TV stuff. I watch some British TV. There's a series on there called Brokenwood. It's on Acorn, which is a American available. Oh, that slipped. Version of British TV shows. And yeah, I like it. I like it. Do we want to stick that on there? What do we think? It's gonna cover everything up, though. All right, I don't like that it's gonna cover everything up. If I'd done it at the beginning, I might like it. So anyway, so I watched Brokenwood on there, and I just finished that entire series, and I thought that was really good. But yeah, I don't watch just a lot of TV shows. I don't know. Do I still have the hole punch over here? The circle punch? Or is the tab punch the only one we have? Alright, the tab punch appears to be the only one we have over here currently. I don't know where the circle punch went. Alright, so let's just do this. Do we want the long piece or the short piece? I think I like the long piece. What was I saying? I don't even know now. Oh, I watch Brokenwood, which is a British show, and it's murder mysteries, but I don't know. It's not super serious murder mysteries, so I like it. I want to see that new movie Renfield with Nicolas Cage, where Nicolas Cage plays Dracula. I haven't read anything on it, but it doesn't look like it's serious. It looks pretty funny, so I want to see it. Alright, hang on a second. I gotta draw this. So anyway, Brokenwood. I watched it. And I do want to see the Renfield. I was telling you all that. Anything else I want to see? I wanted to see the Little Mermaid movie. If anybody's seen the Little Mermaid, tell me what you thought. But I'm just going to tell you straight up, I'm never going to see it. Because I found out it's like 2 hours and 15 minutes or 2 hours and 30 minutes or I don't know. I can't do a 2 hour plus movie. I just can't. That Joss, whoever he was, that did the special version of the superhero movie, I thank God he made it in parts. Because I watched them like they were episodes. It was like 4 parts. I watched it in like it was 4 episodes. I'm not kidding either. I'm totally being serious right this minute. Because I could not sit through, I think that was like 2.5 hours. Unless y'all tell me The Little Mermaid has part 1, part 2, part 3. I'm never going to do it. True confessions, y'all. I've never watched Gone with the Wind because it's so long. I know it's horrible, but I haven't. It's just too long. I can't do those really long movies like that. I just can't do them. All right, so we're going to write on this little thing right here. We're going to write the masking and hashtags, because those were our prompts. Oh, you couldn't see that. Those were our prompts. I looked up and realized it was going to be in the shadow. So let's give it a border and then we'll write on it. But anyway, yeah, I can't do super long movies. So I was excited to watch the Little Mermaid movie until I found out how long it was. And then I was just like, nope, I'll never see it. I know the story. It'll be fine. But I might at some point download the soundtrack, because I've heard several people say that Halle Bailey was just fabulous with the songs. So I might cheat and just download the soundtrack. Okay, so that's going to be our page right there. Masking and hashtags. I like it. And I like the colors. I'm glad that that was all we had left. I do highly recommend, back on our movie theme, that you watch 3,000 Years of Longing. I highly recommend that you skip the Mother by J-Lo, unless you just want a shoot 'em up movie. It was you know, it was a 7 if you just consider it a shoot 'em up movie. Definitely don't watch it after something fabulous like the 3,000 Years of Longing. If you're interested in the British shows, A Broken Wind's really good. And if you watch Little Mermaid, tell me if there's anything in it that I need to know, like to be accepted in society, because I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it through that much show. I'm just never gonna. All right, let me pack all this up, and I think we're gonna call this one done. Hope you have a great night. For me, it is the beginning of the weekend, so I also hope if it's the beginning of the weekend for you, when you watch this, that you have a great weekend, and maybe do just a little bit of art. Bye, y'all.